Welcome to Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. Today is Wednesday the 23rd of October, and I've got an old friend here. If you were watching last year, you're gonna recognize Carson. He filmed me when I killed the buck on November 9th. We're gonna go back to that same spot today. We're gonna give a little look-see into these hardwood ridges. These bucks have got to be hanging back in those kind of places. They're not coming out into the open. You know, people call it the October lull, and that's whatever you want to call it. They just aren't coming out into the open as much now as what they will probably in a few more days, and as much as they did back in September. So we're going to go in and just see what's happening on these ridges. It's a good spot, surrounded by bedding areas. It'll be fun for Carson and I to go back and kind of reminisce about our hunt from last year. I'm going to catch up on what he's doing. He was an intern here at Bowhunting Whitetails last year, and now he's on his own doing his own thing. So I want to learn more about what Carson's been up to and maybe share some of that with you guys. This sets up best for a straight west wind. We got a little bit of northwest, mostly northwest. So it's not perfect, but it's good enough, I think, for what we're trying to do today. There's no perfect wind up there because they can swing around behind you no matter what. You know, even when you have a straight west wind, there's still a trail that's downwind of that. That's why I don't hunt it a lot. I don't like hunting spots where you know there's a pretty good chance that something's going to pick you off before the day is over. But the key to it, if you're going to hunt it, is the wind. Not the direction as much as the velocity. You need enough wind that you can sneak up in there without the deer on both sides of that valley knowing that you're there while you're sneaking in. And we've got, it's kind of calm down here in the valley, but I'd say we've got pushing 10 miles per hour up on the ridge tops. So we should be able to get away with it. It's going to be crunchy. It's going to be loud. Carson's got cat feet. So
hopefully.
We'll find out, won't we? But yeah, it should be a fun hunt. We've, like I said, we got some ground to cover just to catch back up again and see what Carson's been up to. So we'll be, next time you hear from me, we'll be up on the ridge. Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails is brought to you by Redneck Blinds, Code of Silence Apparel, Hunt Stand Pro Whitetail App, Whitetail Institute, Research Equals Results, B3 Releases, XO Broadheads, Exact Sights, Muddy Outdoors Tree Stands, Stealth Cam Trail Cameras, and Hoyt. It's about 3:30. And we did get up to the stand without spooking anything that we knew of. So I want to hear now what Carson's up to. As I mentioned at the beginning, he was an intern at Bowhunting Whitetails last year. And I know you've got your own YouTube channel that you've been doing some stuff. I saw your sister kill a bear.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was pretty cool. So you've been doing some filming and some uploading.
Yep.
Tag 'em Outdoors.
Yep, that's the one I do. Then I've been working with a company called Helping Heroes Foundation down by Des Moines. They've been a pretty cool company to work with. So
what do they do?
They take veterans and basically bring them on pheasant hunt, deer hunts down in southern Iowa there, and give them a place to hunt and film it on when they come in. So it's been pretty cool.
You're doing some freelance stuff too?
Yep. Staying, I guess, kind of open with who I'm filming or what I've been doing, and trying to get a little bit of time in the tree as well for myself. So
yeah, I know that we've talked a little bit already that you've got some good bucks you're going after. Really a lot more this year than last year. Of course, you were kind of busy here last year, but you have you've got a better looking list than what I do of bucks you're going after.
Yeah, I would say within the last 2 weeks here, I've had a couple pretty good mature bucks show up on camera that I'm excited to be in the tree the next 2 weeks after. So
yeah, I'm gonna keep watch because it's harder.
Yeah.
When it's windy like this, it's great for getting in and out, but you can't hear them.
Deer or a squirrel.
Those squirrels. They all sound like deer, but that's got to be a squirrel. Do you see it?
I don't. Oh yeah, it's right there.
Yeah. Yeah, because we can use anything you come up with. We can use it on the show. And,
Okay.
I mean, obviously you're going to use it too, but it'd be kind of fun to be able to show our viewers
Yeah.
because they followed you, no doubt, last year some. You know, I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm excited for the next 2 weeks. I feel pretty confident that we're gonna see a few nice bucks and hopefully get one to cooperate and put a tag on him.
There's two of them chasing each other. Oh, gosh, I had a heart attack. All right, I wish we had a pellet gun. We'd be hammering. Can you imagine how much fun it would be to have a pellet gun up here? Oh, we need a pellet gun sponsor.
We'd have our
Yeah.
limit.
Every day we'd be like having to bring that four-wheeler in just to haul all of our squirrels out. This wind has died right down. It was probably gusting to 15 miles an hour not too long ago, but now it's dead still. And sometimes when that happens, the deer just don't move. That's been my experience. They just would rather stand around and listen. They don't do very much. The other thing that we found interesting, Carsen and I, comparing this year to last year, there's almost no sign back up in here. And, you know, even looking for rubs, a lot of these trees around here have old rubs, but nothing from the last, from this year. No trails back here. Even the route that we took coming in, normally that's kind of a deer trail because it's the most convenient way of coming up through there. There weren't any tracks or trails to speak of there either. So here's the conclusion, and I know I've said it many times, the acorns played a huge role in where the deer were at last year. They weren't coming out. They were staying back in the timber eating acorns. So there was tons of sign back in here. And this year, you've seen it already on our videos, there's a lot more activity coming out into the open, coming into the food plots, you know, out on the fringes. And that's more typical of what I'm used to. And I know ever since I was a kid, I've read in the hunting magazines that the experts always say, you find the food, you find the deer. And that's definitely the case. There's not near as many acorns this year. The sign's not back in here. This is still going to be good during the rut because there's, you know, the deer are still going to bed around here. There's some deer back in here, no doubt. I'm sure there are. But there's not very much sign to support it. So there's not tons by any means. Nothing compared to last year. So we're going to wrap up right here. We still haven't seen a deer. We've got probably half an hour left of camera light, maybe a little bit less. And if you need some help running camera somewhere along the way, I know that Carsen will do a good job for you. Well, we appreciate you joining us. We'll see you right back here again, I'd say tomorrow, for the next episode of Hoyt's Bowhunting Whitetails. And remember to always dream big.